this morning, your spotlight, one of Ghana's top worshippers. You definitely will be taken to heaven, and then we're privileged to be hanging out with him. On social media, social media, and that's how we do. And Moses OK official, so that ye best sorry sono na ya hit 1 million and ameboa. The new one and I'm tell you now. Yes, of course, right here on Max Money. Yamawakwaba.
Yeah.
Lovely to have you.
Same here.
I say you watch a kakra, and
it's true. It's true. Yeah, you stay off of the industry, for maybe kakra, and now we've decided to come back.
Why? Good morning.
Good morning, my sister.
And you forgot to say one of the best songwriters.
He writes all his songs, right?
Yes.
One of the best songwriters.
Lovely.
I've always loved his songwriting. And yes, maybe some of... I always prefer worship songs when it comes to the gospel, because then you get to listen to the lyrics.
Yes.
And, and that is what forms the whole worship. And, I if not for anything, I do appreciate Moses for the songwriting.
Thank you.
Break now, because on a general platform, I'm sure a lot also wants to know. I'm sure probably you've said that on other platforms, but I want to know your reason of break and then the comeback. Obi will break here. On some, I know just so be janium to our janium. But Obi also I will break here over back about between will be break it some in a different way, But then what is your reason if we are not intruding so much?
Oh no, it's okay, cry. I think those times stay off. No, it was at a point the music industry was not lucrative.
Okay.
The producers who used to sponsor our works most of them decided to withdraw their funds from production. Moreover, gospel music industry, we have a big challenge. The challenge we have, but those times, will be invited for a program. The kind of money that they will give to you, it's bad. It's bad. So you'll be a musician with a big name, but you have nothing to show for it. And also, you wouldn't have anything to push the ministry. So it got to that point where we realized that whatever you have now, you have to think of other areas that maybe you can invest and count on and not count on. And such challenge, was one. And we got to point where God called us into full-time ministry. So when I got to that stage, I had to concentrate on raising people for the Lord. So I'm a head pastor of a church by the mercies of God. Anonsu take time kakra, and because of Anonsu, we didn't want to, interfere with ministry, because ministry, when it's younger, you need to be able to raise the people to a certain stage before you can entrust the members to them. So for bare 8 years, and we've been able to run a church. Yes. So
that's a long time you've been away. Is that close to 8 years?
No. I've been away for over 16 years.
Oh, wow.
My last project, the one I did, Babbie Dappah, it was 2007 to 2007.
Sir?
Yes.
Then that's a long time ago. Because the name is relevant still.
Also 20 years.
Yes.
You know why we haven't felt the 16 years? Because we keep singing your songs.
Amazingly.
And we keep, so,
he's still around.
He's still around, but yes, you are still around. Sir, I'm very happy for it's that means but even when it's one song, it's taken us this long, And say, what the for crab between crust still now better than another cup for
and only one beautiful thing. I always thank God. I always thank Him, sir, for my songs like Menina Nanti, Infika Kreni, or your young Kwa, Oni Mishamonda.
How old is that?
20 years.
Yay.
Ain't me pa mini 20 years.
And you need penny.
Era di uni medinu ye samana wasia na me bonia for 16 years. But anytime you hear, like most programs, you see people ministering the song. They don't just sing it as a worship song. People minister it as worship song,
it's
and
so
and they minister it as
a praise
solo artist above stage now minister, and that's one of the blessings that rather dear mommy.
Okay, sir, you know, you could break a crack because you got the calling into the. I'm sure, sir, you got your songs right from, you know, I did him say, Metchung Kakrantina was a man a bit jinasa because Metchung for a very long time. What can you be pulling up a lot of questions to say, a name, gospel musicians, ya, beyond ya, Nanya, Mijuma, ya, why ye debiano. Obi to gospel music I yene say and what's what ye juma for fro. Be one more and yes say gospel singles a full-time job. But you were other people, you know, other businesses say biti me ye at the kahun. Oko baby it's a full-time job unya da jipo no why ye be for fro. But oko baby so was say wutimi ye bibi so at the kahun na etimi supported baby kakra. So we are learning that as well. If you would also agree with me, Cassandra was say,
oh yes,
yeah,
oh yes, you are 100% right. Oh, sir, this industry, you know, or this ministry, you know, Saniati, you know, I will never advise anybody, sir. You will just decide, sir, I'm just doing the music, especially in our part of the world. It's not safe to do that. It's not safe at all. You shouldn't have to work with that mentality. Say, me a star now. You need to get something. You have to get something because when say this industry, you know, it's not like wakota adiana da will be ednisika babeto. A gift, no, and for a patronize, and gift, no, anything at all can happen to the gift. Sometimes you can be there and release songs and people may not like it. And she said, I could do, sir, what would you do?
So, see, dear pastor, I mean, for pastor because you're a head pastor, you know, until papa, no, na ufri mo neno. Nanko, you say every gospel musician is coming from a church. Into when ya will be crown for sikanshe, no, nanka ebia, sorry no, ebe buane die. I think that is one of the advantages are not. Keka say gospel musicians have compared to a secular musicians because when you free sorry mo free a particular gathering mo abribia no you know they are together doing things together until more if you ho edeba ennei etesa nansen ya yete say asori kese pa ebie a theater assign ebie recording a label ye won sorry bebre so e wo ho no mo a omo afa musicians are asori nimu and they are pushing them, they are investing into them, and you know they are making their lives, you know, a bit comfortable in the singing world, you know. What would you say about that? Say aden teteno anakano asori amoa ana.
This issue, you know, who say if you belong to a denomination, that denomination, you know, they sometimes become biased kakra because obekas or a masorba on the so if you belong to a certain denomination, the people in that denomination sometimes see you, sir, because you belong to their denomination, and you know, if they are helping you, they are helping their church. So that is the division of womb. And some of us, we did not come. I did not come from any big church. In fact, when I came out with my first album, I sorry, I couldn't school them. But the Lord was able to bring me out from that place. And in that church, that is where I composed Intimi Pa meaning why me say. That is the place. I quite remember say, or your young Kuni Mihamoda. That particular day, I'm a composing song. And that year was Saturday, not the Sunday. Me na me MC wa church. So I decided to sing something to visitors or more sorry say, yes, your young Kuni Mihamoda. But when the song came, it became there's a song for the whole church, the body of Christ.
The whole world.
The whole world, yes. But say, it sounds like we belong. Even though we have other people, we have some people who will help you, but it will not be like say or belonging to your denomination.
See, I won't what you see, I know training. You sorry, see, I sorry pain. And now you are head pastor. I want to work for what to tell them. What would you do different? Was me sure say, acquire wind, you know, a lot of talents will come to your church, and they will seek that advice, that knowledge, that help from you. So, what are you doing in your church for these talents?
Okay, it's a young church, and we decided to keep it on a low profile, so people don't really. In fact, sorry, baby, sorry, no crowd, no. Say, but it's on the main street. But to create attention. Reason is you need to build structures, and you need to build firm foundation so that when people come in, they will not despise your little beginning. One thing about Bibia Ashasian is Ashasi Bienwa Ayana looking like the end. And see, when you do things and you try to expose it, many people don't even know. So we've been in church for, like, we've been doing this work for 8 years because we don't showcase it. Recently, Facebook, COVID time, we had no choice. And we started saying about Facebook, broadcast, and no crown on that, maybe page, and you see at the end. We're not making much noise about it. And see, but we try to encourage a lot of people to do this work. And however, we are there to support.
Okay, we are glad to have you back.
Thank you.
You know, and we are aware of the new project. Would you tell us a little bit about the project?
Yes, the new project, Enemenko. I came to realize that in this time, in this era, many people believe in hype. Many people believe in connections. We can't say or the protocol and you'll be in your protocol, and even so in your protocol, you need to understand that there is a God who rules in the affairs of men. So no one can was memorable. I met one brother, and he said, "Sir, one radio station. I see a man in position be pet. Or shall say so? One of the days we dread and later, as he was praying, going to places, a brow fight then you say a position and people from that institution is fighting him. And not one. I've heard of another brother also telling me same. So say nyami and count one, you are not safe. Say nyami and count one, people will not accept you. TV. So for people to recognize what you are doing and for what you are doing to be accepted, the Lord has to be with you. So when I was about to release my first this project, some people were saying, "Oh, now so the Moses okay, we are popular." And I told them, "Say no, yeah, Moses okay, nyanyo mane hete, nyami okao, and ebe money away and I accepted. If he's not with me, if he's not going with me, forget it. If he's not and it's not easy to come back and receive such an acceptance." Nyamiadum, as we came with this project, in fact, this is the time I who's a Ghana for Domipa, because the comments, the some of the statements that they will make say, "Ya feel dodo, where have you been? Where have you been at Doso?" And I thank God, say this one, so by people are testifying, said the song is very powerful. We'll be saying the prayer song or the bumper every day. Because when you are starting the day, you invoke the presence of God. You invoke His presence to go with you. You may not see how the song may be for you in the spirit. It's like Sema Kancho say, unim sa udin man bisa udin baby. So I did not ask. Said, "Sisi, me sorry, say baby and men kwa. Because say baby and men kwa, you go with me. But man can be bia. So for God to go with me, when I'm singing the song, I may not know that the presence that I'm calling for. You may be calling for favor. You may be calling for grace. You may be calling for goodness. You may be calling for protection, but now you are not aware. So by the mercies of God, by the grace of God, as the project came, we've had testimonies upon testimonies of people that they tried it. First time it did not work, but as they started singing the song, they started reaping testimonies.
Wow, wow, wow. I am very, very happy to be here. And this is my first time actually meeting, Moses. Okay. Yeah,
Amen.
Because we have listened to the songs and now we feel entitled to obi abon but it has changed a lot of lives and continue to change a lot of lives. Empire ne say eya foforo ya odi abe ye eneme nkono eno so ebebo ewura nipa ne amama mu na asesa nipa su asesa na ye nhira ma ye ninara ye kan se enwomo na aba no wo so betie bi ewo YouTube wo betie bi ewo streaming platforms na akọ like subscribe netie use it. And I was talking about prayer the whole morning and I don't know, I didn't say so let's take some time for ourselves and then let's pray, and we should delve ourselves into the good music, and more music at least it would put some favor and attract grace and health to our lives. I hope so it's on all platforms.
Yes, it is. It is. And just a gentle reminder, many people don't know some of my songs. That's one unfortunate thing. Because,
really?
Yes, sir. Only say those times, Nana, we were releasing, 16 years, a young boy already, let's say, already 23 years, may not even recognize you, may not even know you.
But no.
They know the song. That's one thing I thank God, because Enyomno has made a very strong impact. Like me evangelism na me nenkro focus. You ask them, say, do you know me? Almost they don't know me. They will tell me that they don't know me. Na starting at me more list of my songs. I'm so na boss anyom. So let me go through the songs no kakra.
Okay.
So the first album no I had eyewa dream natural say we ankunam nanso entisa osorota wachi osombo miradinti wakane huntam say onya woda kopim wiase wiye irade kawo. Second and I had Senyamiti bia nyame domi ono die onsemu ampara nyame ye no kwafo onyenyimu. And on that album anana me wo enti me pa mini na waye mi seyi erate ohu yehu. And I had menina nanti emfie kakrani bini yesu ananti emfie kakrani oyoyonkwa oni mi shamoda tibie nyina remu menina nenam oyoyonkwa oni mi shamoda tibie nyina remu menina nenam. And the second album Tsunami War
the first album was powerful, eh?
Yes, the second one I had Enkakra Ebi Enti Mekoswa Komeni Meni Swa Dihui Nyankopon bema na bamu me mama bemu mu me koswa komeni me de gidi ani ehunu se me da chi no ye kese. So that was the one I used here, like here promote here pa, but we have other songs also and also was hit on that album. Sorry, me nyakot kakra bi. And third album no I had Wahemesu ama depa achimini mebusua yi medawase da waheme different ni mifibemu ama boni bi antomia medawase da na mewo tubuase tweno tubuase menyame senyame breswa oyade nyina fefefe mihiao ene chenura se okasa na koma nyina
all of these albums no say a YouTuber yebenya.
We have all of them our YouTube. We just open a page, like open an account.
Wonderful.
Our YouTube.
But
so you
get account on the same.
Moses okay. Official Moses okay.
Official.
Yes.
Moses okay. Our YouTube.
YouTube and at digital stores now, so now you can get the songs on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon, Audiomack.
That is beautiful. Me pese me nyamre na me bo new one project no e che wo kakra ntini ye beda se, you know, and hoping say yi de tena ye ho woni ye nko
amene mu bepo
woni ye nko tena ye ho na tena ho kakra woni ye nko enti no pachoko YouTube ni page no ni account no official Moses okay. We'll call Instagram so at Moses okay official, but YouTube we'll call at official Moses okay. Ubenya enyum ni nara enyum na wuni me wunum na ye wo de no ni wurani inti no ko na and go enjoy it.